Well, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Saturday the 7th. Bit of a chart that looks like a bunch of monkeys have been let loose with some crayons, certainly out to the west of us, out towards Greenland. But those frontal systems really do seem to be sort of, quite active across the Atlantic. They get to Ireland, seem to dump the rain, and by the time they get to us, they really are drying out. Because yesterday there was quite a noticeable this cold front here, an awful lot of rain on it, and it was raining over Ireland and then the west of Wales by mid-afternoon yesterday, and then it's just sort of fizzled out, and we're getting little bits of it just across us overnight and initially today. So what can I say about the chart here? I mean, we're just in the middle of a mix of fronts in a sort of a bit of a soggy area here, but much drier towards the northwest. Isobars fairly well spaced, but here today, I'd be surprised if we don't have a thick contradictory forecast, but better out to them. And again, you run that forward 24 hours and you've eventually got a sort of high pressure beginning to stick a nose in there and improve things for Sunday. But still lots of fronts out here waiting to come through, but again, they'll probably be fairly weak by the time they get to us. So the TAFs, Farnborough, key points, it says 326 knots from sort of 8 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, scattered at 3,000 feet. I think that's what we're going to have later. And the tempo stuff is what we've got now and perhaps for the next hour or two. Rain broken at 900 feet. I think we've got a very light sort of occasional bit of drizzle and a moist air mass just at the moment. So becoming at some point, as that clears through, a little bit northeasterly and possibly tempo showers and rain. I think that's more to the north and east of us that's likely to happen. So I'll go with the scattered at 3,000 feet looking better for late morning onwards. Upper winds, pretty much northerly down through here, northeasterly down through sort of Norfolk, Suffolk, and into Kent. We'll have a look at our operation. I have a funny feeling we could end up on 0.9, but we're set up for 2.7 to start off with. Sat pick shows this is this trailing front here, and it's just coming down towards us. We might get a little bit of rain on that, but not much. And that's going to clear through at some point this morning, and better air in here should be quite nice for soaring in that area here and eventually get to us. So there's the sort of line of rain. We'll just catch the tail of that, I think, just for a little bit, and then hopefully that'll clear through in the next couple of hours. Temperature wise should be quite nice this afternoon, sort of a bit like yesterday, 17 degrees in the south, but dew points at the moment are fairly high, but much lower further north. So good sort of dew point split further north, the northwest. That's the sounding for 9 o'clock around here, so you can see both lines fairly close together, lots of cloud in there. By 12 o'clock, lines are pulling apart. Probably cloud has gone up. Suspect here it says 2,500 feet, and then by the afternoon, quite nice. Should be soarable, quite soarable up to about 3,500 feet here. Cloud tops, I suspect, going to 6 to 7. And Top Meteo is showing that sort of picture with the frontal line here, just taking an hour or two to clear through. Getting better, that's by 12 o'clock. We're under quite a lot of spread out, I suspect. So 2,000 foot cloud base with sort of 7/8, but better out to the northwest, and then slowly that heads in our direction. So by the afternoon, hopefully it'll be a little bit more broken and quite pleasant. That's 3 o'clock, and that's 5 o'clock. Not a fantastic soaring day here, but better out to the northwest. Thermal heights. So we look at 12 o'clock local, suggesting that it's not going to get to us till 1 o'clock to be reasonably soarable. And then pleasant for the afternoon, 3,500 foot cloud base. Out to the northwest, it's 4.5 over Wales, and maybe even over the centre of Wales there. They're showing 1,900, 2,000 meters, so 6,000 feet. But the challenge would be getting there, folks. So you can imagine what the suggested distance looks like. That's the 18-meter predicted flight distance. Difficult to get away from here, but good out towards Wales and the Min. So tomorrow, quick look at the PFD. Yeah, it's going to be a busy day tomorrow. I can see that. I'm sure SkySight is saying the same sort of thing. Quite a nice day. Looks like it's out towards the high pressure, centre of the high pressure, which is over the North Sea, so out towards East Anglia, Cambridge area. Okay, operationally, folks, airspace wise, not really a lot. Little things dotted around on the chart. Number 17 is fly past, which take place tomorrow near Wallingford. Number 18, paragliders. 12, Middle Wallop, they're active gliding. 16 and 21, just question events to avoid, paragliders. So not really a lot going on in that area out to the northwest, and quite clear over us. So a fairly quiet day, NOTAM wise. Operationally, as I said, I've set the launch point vehicle up on 2.7 because there was a northwesterly wind at 8 o'clock this morning. But we'll keep an eye on the forecast. It may force us to change to 0.9 at some point if it does swing northeasterly. That might be the better option. Cables be on the south side, so fairly normal setup. Cables on the south of the runway, gliders on the grass, and aero towing from the main runway. Okay, folks, get the gliders out. We've got 4 serviceable K21s. 774 has been pushed to the back of the hangar because the canopy gas strut is very weak. It doesn't hold the front canopy up anymore. So we hope to get a new gas strut on that fairly shortly. And I will see you out there.